Cooper, an Air Force pilot, dreams of his jet losing power. His daughter Murph talks about ghosts and his recurring plane crash dream. Murph asks if he dreamed of it again, but Cooper avoids the topic. At breakfast, Donald calls the kids. Tom teases Murph about a ghost breaking Cooper's model lander. Cooper challenges Murph to prove her theory. They discuss a spreading disease called blight affecting farms. On their way to school, they get a flat tire. Cooper orders Tom to fix it while he talks to Murph. A military drone flies by, and they follow it despite the flat tire. Cooper hacks the drone, lands it, and plans a new use for it. At school, Cooper attends a parent-teacher conference. He argues for Tom's college education, but the principal emphasizes the need for farmers. Murph's teacher criticizes her interest in the moon landing. Cooper defends her, citing past innovations like the MRI. He agrees to take Murph to a baseball game. Returning home, they find malfunctioning tractors. Cooper and Donald reminisce about innovation. Cooper yearns for space travel, but Donald worries. At the baseball game, Tom agrees to farm in the future. A sandstorm alarm sounds, and they head home calmly. They return home, realizing they left a window open. Cooper and Murph close it and notice a strange floor pattern. The next day, Murph realizes the ghost is gravity. They decode binary coordinates from the sand. Cooper leaves for the coordinates with Murph stowing away. They encounter a tactical robot and meet Dr. Amelia Brand at a hidden NASA base. Cooper reunites with Professor Brand. Cooper reveals gravity led them there. NASA's solving the famine crisis by finding a new habitable planet. Cooper agrees to pilot Project Endurance. NASA plans to use a wormhole near Saturn, but the survival of humanity relies on Cooper's success. Cooper comforts Murph and explains why he's leaving. He gives her a watch and promises to return. Cooper hugs his son and leaves, while Murph watches too late. Tears flow as the rocket launches with Cooper and his crew. In space, Amelia banter with Cooper. They dock with Endurance, power up, and start the journey. They say goodbye to Earth, and Cooper asks Tars about Amelia's relationship with Dr. Edmonds. Tars avoids the question. Cooper records a message for his family before deep sleep. On Earth, Professor Brand gives the video to Cooper's family. Murph isn't interested. Years later, near Saturn, Cooper watches family messages. Romilly is paranoid. Doyle and Cooper review wormhole probe images. They approach the wormhole, experiencing turbulence and a silent distortion. They discuss which planet to explore. Dr. Edmonds lost contact. Doyle wants Plan B. Cooper proposes a safer landing site. They agree. Case joins the mission. Romilly stays behind. They face rough seas on the new planet, find Dr. Miller's data, and barely escape a massive wave. They return to the ship, realizing they've lost decades. Romilly informs them he couldn't send his research to Earth. Cooper watches over 23 years of video messages, seeing his children grow up. Donald dies, and Murph becomes distant. Tom accepts Cooper isn't coming back. Amelia and Cooper discuss visiting Dr. Mann's or Edmonds' planet. They decide on Dr. Mann's, despite Amelia's bias. On Earth, Tom farms, and Murph visits. Tom's son, Coop, has health issues due to the planet's conditions. In Endurance, Amelia holds a grudge. She and Cooper decide to visit Dr. Mann's planet, planning to return if it's unsuitable. Murph visits a dying Professor Brand, who reveals Project Endurance's true nature and the theory's deception. Murph sends a video message accusing Amelia of knowing the truth. The crew reaches Dr. Mann's snowy planet, finding him in deep sleep. Mann talks about the planet and the need for data inside the black hole. Cooper wants to return to Earth. Murph informs Getty of the lies, but won't disclose them. She returns to decipher the ghost's messages. Murph sets fire to the crops, rescues Tom's family, and returns to her room. In space, Cooper prepares to leave, and TARS volunteers to enter the black hole. Dr. Mann pushes Cooper off an abyss on the alien planet. Cooper and Mann struggle on the alien planet. Mann confesses he faked data, and the planet isn't habitable. They wrestle, Mann exposes Cooper to toxic air, and leaves him. Amelia and Case rescue Cooper in time. They reveal Mann's lies and return to Endurance. Romilly modifies TARS and hears Amelia's call before an explosion. Dr. Mann is surprised by the explosion and overhears Cooper and Amelia. TARS informs the crew of Romilly's death. Dr. Mann boards the ship. Cooper and crew approach Endurance. Mann plans to dock manually. Cooper pleads with Mann not to open the hatch. Amelia warns him, but Mann opens it, causing an explosion. Cooper takes control, plans to chase Endurance, and docks successfully. They celebrate but realize they're headed toward Gargantua, a black hole. They decide to use Gargantua as a slingshot to reach Edmund's planet, ejecting TARS and eventually Cooper. Cooper approaches the black hole, communicates with TARS, and enters a room with books showing Murph's past. He realizes he can use Morse code and sends the message "Stay." Present Murph discovers the message, realizing the ghost was her father. TARS survives and explains they're in a time-based dimension. Cooper plans to send a message to Murph through gravity. Present Murph hopes for his message. Cooper gets NASA's coordinates in binary and sends them to his past self through sand. He follows his love for Murph and plans to use the watch to inform her about the quantum data for Plan A. Murph finds the watch with a Morse code message and hugs Tom, saying their father has come back to save them. In Brand's office, Murph figures out how to execute Plan A, launches her calculations, and kisses Getty. TARS informs Cooper that their plan worked, and the omnibenevolent beings start closing the dimension. Cooper realizes they are evolved humans and gets consumed by light, seeing Amelia reaching out to him. Cooper wakes up in a hospital near Saturn, named after his daughter. He tours the station, sees a museum honoring his life, and fixes TARS. Cooper reunites with Murph, who asks him to find Amelia. Meanwhile, Amelia and Case are on Edmund's planet. Cooper and TARS embark on a journey to reunite with them.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to click the like button and subscribe to the channel.